And so my lovers in the room tonight. And we rock like, and we rockin' like, yeah.
Peace, everybody. It's King Preach. I'm gonna be showing you how to make the SeaMoss. All right, let's get to it. Okay, the first thing you're gonna need to do this is some good SeaMoss. So make sure you find a good plug. This is St. Lucia Gold. It comes from St. Lucia. If you don't got a good line on that, make sure you hit me up. I sell them by the pound and up. So make sure you hit me up if you need some, okay? But you wanna make sure that it's thin like this, okay? Not that thick stuff. There's a lot of funny stuff on the market, okay? So that's the first thing you wanna do. I usually weigh out about 2 ounces or so for the small batches. Should get you about 4 to 5 good jars. All right, so all right, gonna weigh this. All right. Okay, tear it. Put this on there. Right on the dot, 56. All right, so now you got your SeaMoss arrayed out, and now you gotta clean that mug. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna clean it, all right? And when you clean this, you gotta really clean it. So let me show you how to get this done. I like to do it in warm water. Just kind of loosen it up and get any of that extra grease that's stuck up in there out of there. See that, but it's already been on the side. So you can get it. Knock that out. And then keep that a few more times. Sometimes it's noticed that the purpose is not so much gold too. And sometimes it's just like this. But sometimes they're actually just these strands of purple. And they're also see why you gotta clean it. That's the dirt and stuff right there. Still cleaning. Okay, so now that you've cleaned it, you're gonna go ahead, put it in a bowl of your choice. Okay. And then we're gonna pour some water. Okay, so you got your wash SeaMoss in the bowl now. And what I'm gonna do is take a lime, squeeze the juice up in there. Make sure y'all can see this fine. Squeeze the juice up in there. Real good. Ain't worried about the seeds or nothing like that. But I can get that later. Bang. Alright. And then make sure you got some good water. Don't use the sink water if you can help it. This is some decent water. Alkaline water, whatever you want to do. Okay. And you're going to soak this thing, man. Let y'all see this. Okay, now let this soak like this for about half an hour to an hour, okay, and then we'll be back. All right, so after you let it sit for like 30 minutes or an hour or so like this, right, go ahead, and we're gonna straighten it again. Lines up out of there. Back in my bowl. Dust it off again. That's it. Rinse it off again. Alright, put some more spring water in there. And this, we're going to just let this soak overnight. Okay, rule of thumb is about 8 to 24 hours. Let it expand. You can do it from raw, but this is just, I'm showing y'all how I do it. Alright. So yeah, you want to go ahead and put this in your refrigerator, and we'll be back. Alright, so now that it's set for your 8 to 24 hours, I done had this in there, I'll say maybe about 11, 12 hours. You see how much it expanded? Now it's ready to go into the boiling process. Me personally, since I cleaned it so much, I like to use this water right here. Either you can bottle this up if you want to and drink that as like a real good mineral water, or go ahead and throw this in. I just throw this in and boil this, and I'll add a little bit more spring water to top it off. All right. Now you want to make sure that it's just covering the top of this, depending on the consistency. So it's good to have your water already boiling, but I didn't do that for this video. You want to do at least 1 to 2 tablespoons starting out. With any herbal products, it's good to do a week on, week off. You want to kind of test out, see how your body is dealing with it personally. Everybody's body is different. So one person can't tell you this is how you should take this certain product or this certain plant. What you want to do is figure out how it works for you, so you always start in a small quantity and then build up from there. All right. So yeah, go ahead and make sure that you do 1 to 2 tablespoons starting out daily. If you smoke, you can double that up in your day. Okay, and that water, that a lot of that liquid that you're draining out, you can if you clean right, then you can have some mineral water and other stuff. Like I say, you have that on the background for some good water, what you need. Another good thing SeaMoss people don't know is this can be used as a yeast substitute. So yeah, for all you bakers out there, y'all can have fun. Okay, so you bring it to a nice boil, right? And then now you want to turn that thing down. So I'm gonna bring it to about a 3. Almost everything is dissolved. Still a little bit in here, but that's good. Get ready to cut this off. So when you see this, line right here, this is when you want to get ready to start cutting it off. When this type of film starts to form right here on the side of the box. Put this in the fridge, let it chill out. Come back into it in the morning. All right, this is the finished product. After this, you know how to blend it up and put it in the jars. All right, so now it's in the blender. We're ready to blend this up. You want to press your puree setting or whatever setting that you have. The longer you do this, the better. All right. So you let this sit in the fridge for a few and it'll gel back up. And this is your SeaMoss gel right here.